Hi guys, this is Country Girl 555 Tina. This is a response video for Sin Through Thick and Thin. I've just watched your video. That took a lot. It took a lot for you to make that. Took a lot for you to make that video. Took a lot. And it brought back some really hard hitting memories. In 2008, actually in 2007, my daddy was diagnosed with cancer. And when I found out that he was diagnosed with cancer, I left Wales and I went to Tennessee to be with him. And stayed with him for a while there. And there was nothing that nobody could do. Nothing the doctors could do. He was eat up with cancer, liver, his spine, pancreas, just completely eat up in his whole body. And for a long time he thought that he was just having major back pains, and from doctor to doctor to doctor, and they couldn't figure it out. So he and I were sitting on the riverbank one day fishing, and we were talking, and he knows that I took care of geriatrics patients for so many years, and he knew that I knew a lot about hospice because I'd done hospice work, and he knew that I'd spent a lot of time with cancer patients and heart patients and stroke patients and people who needed me. And we were talking, and I said, Daddy, I don't think it's your back. I think you need to go to a different doctor, and you need to get some blood work and stuff. And he said, yeah, you're right, T. I need to. So, not to be so long, but I love my daddy. And he did go to the doctor, and he had blood work, and he found out he had cancer, and he was eat up with cancer, and he was in so much pain, day in and day out. He was in so much pain, and I watched my daddy dwindle away. I watched him lose 60 and 70 pounds just overnight. And it's the hardest thing to watch. And what I'm trying to get at was, my daddy told me to leave. He said, I want you to go back to Wales, and he said, I want you to be happy. And I want you to do everything that you can do to be happy, whatever that takes. I want you to be happy. My daddy didn't want me to sit there and watch him die. He didn't want me to suffer. And you have had a lot of years with your daddy. And your daddy is thinking that those are great years. He's not thinking that you haven't had enough time. He's thinking that the time that you've had have been wonderful. My daddy was 59 years old. And I left. And I come back to Wales. And I got married. Because I knew that that was going to make me happy. And I knew that that was going to make my daddy happy. Because then he wouldn't have to worry about me. And he would know that I would be taken care of, and that I would be happy and living a good life. So, in 2008, on February the 29th, I got married. And 12 days later, I had a phone call saying that you need to come to Tennessee. Your daddy's dying. He's only got 2 weeks to live. So 12 days after I got married, I booked a ticket to Tennessee. And they were true. They were true. On March the 31st, 2008, my daddy died of cancer. And it sent me into a tailspin. It sent me into a black hole. It sent me into being a hermit. It sent me into being, I don't care. It sent me into being all those things that you go through. You don't want to live. You don't want to breathe. You don't want to survive. You don't want to. I drank myself. I eat myself. I smoke myself into oblivion. For 9 months after my dad died, I kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on. It could have been longer than that. I don't know. I lost track of time. I got on drugs. I did so many things that I'm ashamed of, or I was ashamed of. And then I gave it all to Jesus, and I got saved. And I thought to myself, why am I doing this to myself? Because my daddy did not want this for me. He wanted me to be happy. He wanted me to be good to myself. He wanted me to marry, and he wanted me to be happy, and he wanted me to do something for myself. And through all that, I gained up until my highest weight ever, being 350 pounds plus. And I felt like you. Who wants to look at me? I felt like a piece of crap. I felt like, why would anybody want me to be around them? Why would anybody in their right mind want to see me? And I felt really, really disgusted with myself. Cindy, I love you. And I watch your videos, and I miss you when you don't make them. Your daddy has pleaded with you now. And he's talked to you. And I don't know the conversation, but I can guarantee you 100% that conversation was out of love. And it was out of respect, and it was out of want for you to do the right thing for yourself. And for you to pick yourself up, give yourself some self-love, show yourself some respect. Stop always thinking that you're ugly and that you put a bad vibe on every situation that you go through, because you do not. You are a beautiful woman, inside and out. It's time that you learn. It's time that you learn that you are that beautiful woman. Your daddy already knows it. He knows you're a beautiful woman. And if he said lose 50 pounds back then, you know, he wanted you to do that for you. So you'd be healthy. So you'd live longer. So he could watch you grow. He was already sick. God works in mysterious ways, Cindy. And I am so unfortunate that I lost my daddy. But I gained a lot through that. And I know that you will see this as just being a horrible experience. But there's a rainbow on the other side of all this. And I hope and pray to God that you find it. I really do. You are in my prayers. You are in my prayers. I will pray for you and pray for you and pray for you and pray for your father. And I hope that you will take your own advice. And I hope that you will get up. And I hope that you will do something about the issues that you have. I hope you'll gain some self-love. And I hope and pray that you will be motivated by all of this. It is a very, very sad situation. A very sad situation. And I am so sorry. I love you. You have my prayers. God bless you. God bless you, Cindy.